Morning. It's Sunday, June 22nd, day 7. I slept pretty good, but as you can see, my eyes are really swollen again today. My feet are super swollen because I got poison ivy on the backs of my calves and my ankles. So my feet are like little water balloons this morning. Really uncomfortable. I've been up for about an hour or so. I think it's probably getting close to 6. By the time I get out of here, it should be around 6. A little later start today, but the weather has changed. I'm going to just go ahead and put my rain cover on now because I think it's going to be rainy and in the 70s, which will be a nice change from yesterday. Though I'm sure I'll complain about that later because I'll be all wet. I am having some oatmeal. It's not sitting real great. I have to admit, after walking in that heat yesterday, I've really lost my appetite. I did eat a frozen pizza last night from the marina. I picked off as much cheese as I could, but that's probably partially why my eyes are so swollen too. But I took my allergy meds, so I have 1 Benadryl left. So I gotta be careful. All right, well, I'm going to finish my meal, drink my coffee, and load up and get out of here. We're off and rolling. It's about 6:05 a.m. And all of the brothers wished me luck and gave me an ovation as I walked by. That was nice. I chatted with one of the older guys this morning a little bit. Excuse me, full waters, full 4 days worth of food, full fuel canister, full toiletries. My pack's full. It's really heavy. I'm tired already and I've just gone through the campsite. So I'm going to turn this around here in a second and show you where we're heading, which looks kind of cool. So I just got through that tunnel, which is nice. We have some of those in Montana, especially on the reservation, for animals, animal bridges. Well, it would be awesome if the animals could use these, but it's gated off. So I guess they're just there for people and maybe water, but that seems sad. I wish there was a way that they could let the animals use them as well so they didn't get ran over on the highway. It took me way too long to figure out how to open that gate. It really wasn't that complicated at all. I'm tired. I think today is going to be a slow day, and not as much elevation as yesterday, not nearly as much. I think I'm just going to try to get to Brush Creek trailhead tonight and camp there. There are some water sources, so I shouldn't have to carry extra water. But I did pick up an extra Coke bottle yesterday, so because there is a really long water carry between Elk Creek and Alkali Creek. I think it's like 20 miles, so yikes. Slow and steady today. Tonight, near Brush Creek trailhead somewhere by a creek, and then tomorrow on to Whispering Pines, which does have showers, and I have soap, so I might smell good. My clothes don't stink this morning after washing them yesterday. Well, they have like lingering stink. I don't know if that'll ever wash out. I'm not quite sure how scared I need to be of cattle. This is open range, so I'm just gonna keep walking by them. I don't think they're a huge threat. Don't mind me. Goodbye. Whew. I'm glad I didn't have to walk by them. Cows are not super intimidating, but they are awfully big. I hear something big around this corner. It's probably just another cow. Hello. It is. It's a really big cow down in the bushes. I'm just gonna go past. Hello. Don't let me scare you. Just coming through. Oh my God, it's a bull. It's a really big bull. Look at the nuts on that thing. Whew. Scary. I got chased by a bull once when I was a little kid. Fortunately, there was a fence and I hopped right over it, but it scared the lights out of me. So I managed to get off trail, and I'm glad I looked, because I'm pretty sure back there at that power line that I was showing off to the camera. What the heck is that? I'm pretty sure I was supposed to turn there. So, oopsie daisy. I don't know what made me track. I've been pretty good actually about checking every 15 to 45 minutes if I just have a weird feeling, which is usually means I haven't seen a sign in a while and it's all of a sudden caught up with me. But dang it, if I wasn't so happy about coming down this hill. It was so nice, the breeze was cold, and I had to put my hood on, not for bugs, not for sun, but to keep the cold wind out of my ears. But it's been really lovely weather this morning. Anyway, I'm gonna go find the trail. That was at least a half a mile trip out of my way that I did not need to do. And it was a pretty substantial elevation loss and gain. I see I made a mistake right there at the power lines. And that happens. I found that it happens a lot more when I'm video recording, which it's hard to pay attention when you're looking through a screen or at a screen, as I am right now. But the video recording has been really nice. It's like this video journal, and I've never done that before, and it's nice to at least have my own company, I guess, a little bit of company. It's not quite as lonely, but mistakes like that are more likely to happen the less you're paying attention. But man, studying your maps ahead of time and then looking at them every day is really important for me. But having these new digital maps, like the GPS tracker, God, that's so nice. It's so nice. Just a blue dot on a red line, and if you're not on it, you can figure out pretty quickly where you made a mistake. But if your phone dies, you're gonna wish you had a map and had studied it. So, a little lesson for myself there. I did study it. I did catch it. I was distracted. It's when I trip and fall too, or knock on wood, that's when I trip. I only fell once so far. Crap. Let's keep going. This is so ugly, and it's like on trees all around the forest. I have noticed that the ponderosa pine over here, and maybe this isn't the, no, I think it is. Pine beetles get the ponderosas too, don't they? Or maybe that's just the lodgepole in the fir. I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. But speaking of having maps if your phone dies, I didn't get any power at the marina, so everything has a full charge, but I got to get through 2 days with that. Oh, what the fuck is that? Okay, it's a cow. Whew, my bad. I thought it was a moose or a horse. It's a really big cow. Yeah, so my battery may die and I may only have paper maps, but I'm gonna try to be a little more frugal with my video recording, so maybe you'll see the cow, maybe you won't. Bulls are huge. I mean, the cows are huge too, but the bulls, holy smokes. Yeah, I'm not a cowgirl. I don't know a lot about cows, but cows kill a lot of people every year. You know that? I've heard some statistics. Man, these ones are right in the way. Fuck. Yeah, cows kill people. I think they kill way more people than sharks kill. There's no good way around these guys too. I'm gonna make a way around them though. I really just want to give them a wide berth. They're big. It's a big animal. I don't know enough about them. I see people hiking and just like kind of shooing them off the trail, and I'm not real down with that. No thanks. Not today. All right, I think I got around them. I just gotta find the trail. But every single one of them was watching me the whole time. Like every eye was on me. So I don't think I would have wanted to walk any closer to them. Y'all are brave that do that. Just shoo them out of the way with your trekking pole. Scary. So I've gone about 3.5 miles and I came to this water source, which is supposed to be good water, actually. Maybe it doesn't need filtered. John said, I think John said it was artesian water well, but I see a little bit of algae, so I might fill up here and filter it. Because the next 7 miles, there's some water sources on both my maps, but the water resource that I have says the last time it was updated was April with a good flow, but it's not a reliable water source, and it's been a really dry year out here, so a lot of the unreliable water sources are either dried up or they're like cow poop ponds now. Creeks, cow poop trickles. So I have to decide whether I want to carry a bunch of water or whether I want to go another 7 miles for guaranteed water, and maybe not that far if there's other water. I've gone 3.5. The terrain is really good today. It's just been like cruisy grass, cow pastures. Definitely the most confusing part of the trail for me so far. there's been a lot of really nice cow trails, and it's really easy to get off of the main trail because the main trail is not the most used trails. Also, there's a lot of roads back here, so yeah, 89's a little bit harder to follow if you're not paying attention. So yeah, I think I'll get some water. I'm thinking I might push 7 miles more today. It's super early, and if the terrain stays good, I know it won't be perfect, but it's cool. I can put more miles on when it's cool. So I think that's my plan. Yeah, that's my plan. All right, I'm topped off, and I filled up my extra Coke bottle. So on a cool day, if it has to, that could make it 7 miles. I think I'm gonna find more water, but you never know. So being this was the last good reliable source, that's not where the trail goes. Here we go. I'm glad I filled up. I'm gonna go watch for the trail markers. All right, I came from that way. The water ponds are right down there, or the troughs. That's what I have been walking on. Here's the trail marker. It's broken off. It says go this way. Here's a little trail. So I follow the trail. I see another trail marker that's broken off. This says go up that way, but I feel like that might be to go that way. So you keep following, and the trail just peters out. So I guess I gotta figure out what happened to the trail, because I don't see any markers. I'll follow this road for just a minute and see what I see. Well, this wasn't even marked, but I do think I see a trail marker right over there. Yep. A person could get confused right there real easy just because of those 2 trail signs that were busted off and not quite, well, one of them didn't make sense, and then the other one was for the other direction. So yeah, found my way. I just got some news on my inReach from my husband that we bombed Iran. So now we are directly involved in this Israeli war. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm not trying to get all political out here in the woods, but that really sucks badly to be involved in that war. Well, I made it to the Brush Creek trailhead. It is right there. The creek is dry. There's a little bit of like piddly mud water in it, but not really anything I'd want to drink. It's not even 11 o'clock, so I'm definitely glad that I'm going farther. The weather and the terrain today has just been really nice for moving quick, which I appreciate. I do wish there was a toilet at the trailheads. Any of the trailheads. It's always so nice to use a toilet. I had found a couple of ticks crawling on my pants earlier. And so I thought, well, I looked myself over and got the 2 off and thought, well, I better do a good once over this evening and make sure that none of them got in my clothes. Well, I stopped for a lunch break and set up my hammock and I was just kind of chilling out, and I felt something wiggly under my pants, like up by my butt. And so I scratched it and I felt something there. And so I stuck my hand down my pants and grabbed it, and it had already bitten me. Little spawn of Satan. Ugh, that's one insect I just can't. So I stripped down. I took all my clothes off out in the woods, and I found another one had bitten me behind my kneecap, and got him off, and I found another one inside my pants. So I must have gotten into a nest of them or whatever. I know those sick little... I know they reach their little arms out and grab a hold of you when you walk by. Ugh. I think I got them all, but I'm going to do a really good check tonight too. Because they were little, so hard to feel until they blew up. I got them off of me quick enough that I'm not worried. I don't think they can transmit any diseases until they're embedded for, like 24 hours or something. So hopefully I'll be good, but I'll be keeping an eye out. They're a brown color and they're pretty easy to see on my green pants, so I'll be watching. Ugh. I took a picture of one of the ticks, and I was looking at the picture. I'm taking a break, and I realized that they aren't even insects. They're arachnids. I had forgotten that disgusting little fact about ticks. I think I've been traumatized. I've been bitten by a tick one time in my entire life, and I was like 9 years old. So I don't even rarely find them on myself. So for like maybe twice in my life have I ever found a tick on me. So for me to have found 9 ticks in one area, it was like an infestation. It's the stuff of nightmares. I'm climbing out of that sort of wet aspen birch forest I've been in. It's beautiful down there. It's been a really, really beautiful hike today. And pretty easy. But I'm coming up out of there, and I finally feel like maybe I'll be out of the woods tick-wise too. I just got to the first crossing of Rapid Creek, and it's beautiful, and it looks like a really great place to camp. There's the biggest creek I've seen yet, and a nice shady field with, well, not super shady, but a nice field with some shade. Let me show you. Nice flat area, a creek. That's deep water too. I could take a bath in that. That would be nice. That's a proper creek. Very nice. I might just think about stopping right here. Oh, and I just realized I'm at the halfway point. Exactly 61 miles. And that is, okay, maybe not quite halfway. That's pretty much halfway. Like, it's right there at the halfway. I'm calling it the halfway point. Well, I guess I've changed my mind. I'm gonna keep going for a little while. I'm feeling pretty good. Having sort of a rough day emotionally. What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Maybe I should just go home. How easy would that be? So, have had those thoughts. I've got an unhappy blackbird here, red-winged blackbird, who really wants me to leave badly. So, yeah, I'm going to try and do a few more miles today. And then instead of staying the night at Whispering Pines tomorrow night, I'll try to keep going to Pilot Knob and then into Nemo Village the following day. I do want to hang out at Whispering Pines, though, because I want to eat food and take a shower. So maybe it'll be a lunchtime spot tomorrow if I make a few more miles today. I don't know. I made it to Whispering Pines campground. I did not think I was going to get this far, but circumstances worked out. I made it down to the highway, and I thought, it's been a long day. I'm going to road walk down to Whispering Pines. And so I called them to see if they had a cabin, because I didn't want a tent. I wanted a cabin. I had already put in 12 miles, and it was going to be another 3 down to the campsite. So he had a cabin, and they took my card because I ran out of cash. So that was good. And then I asked him, because I know that they were redoing the highway, I asked him if there was a shoulder, because I was going to road walk down there. And he said, I don't normally pick people up, but I do have a few exceptions, and I met a few of his exceptions, it being late and being a single female hiker on the highway. So bless his heart, he came and picked me up. I didn't exactly hitchhike. I did goof a few miles off of the trail. I don't feel super bad about it. It turns out that I probably got into a tick nest today. I got several bites from them, and it made me sick. Not like, oh, they gave me a disease sick, but it made me sick. I had I think it was like an emotional reaction. It was just so overwhelmingly disgusting that I got sick to my stomach. Super nauseous, cramping. I was having a really hard time just putting one foot in front of the other. So I was just feeling so down, and I needed a spirit lifter, and I got it. And I'm really grateful for the folks at Whispering Pines for going out of their way to really take care of me. I had a shower. My hair smells so good. Oh, it's amazing. I look like a human being again. I found more ticks on me. I thought I had been pretty thorough. I had been wearing my pants long because of the poison ivy. I did get into poison ivy again today, so I'm sure I'm going to wake up with swollen face again tomorrow, but I do have cinches at the bottom of my pants, and I haven't really had cause to use them for anything, but you better believe them bad boys were cinched up so tight. I have marks around my ankle because I didn't want any more ticks crawling up there. But anyhow, end of day 7, and I am at Whispering Pines, halfway there. See you in the morning.